Oh, that is hoppy. I don't know how it said. Laguintas. Born yesterday, pale ale, fresh hop. I guess it said fresh hop. I should have known it would be hoppy. What's up, everybody? Rob here to do an update. I had like one album sitting here, but I stopped at the record store today on the way home from dropping something off. Found a couple of things there, and then the mail came today, and I had two more things. Two of them being Grails, one being a massive Grail. So I'll get into that as I go along. I'm going to start with the stuff I found in the store today. Well, one's from Amazon. The box was destroyed, so I opened it. Anyway, I stopped at, I dropped something off for a friend, and so on the way back, I went to a store I don't normally get to go to a lot. They don't generally have a lot of good stuff, so I don't go there too often. That's kind of like every 6 months kind of deal for that store. But I did find a couple of good things today. The first one being, let me take this out of here, is Great White's EP, Down on Your Knees. That's actually one of my favorite Great White songs, is Down on Your Knees. And this is in freaking incredible condition. What is that, a sticker? Oh, looks like a sticker, but it's the red barcode. My God, they're so young there. I don't know what year this is from. This is from 82, but this is the 87 AGN or Aegean reissue, whatever you want to call it. Why am I showing you a little bit off today again? Anyway, it's on Enigma. I don't know why it says a little dusty, dirty, and it came out of a used store. So, but other than that, it's in excellent shape. That thing's got to go. I'm not gonna put it back in there. I know there's like two versions of this, and this is the later one. As I said, this is the one, 87. This is produced by Don Dokken. We all know who Don Dokken is. But great shape. I mean, really, really good shape. I'm almost shocked by how good it is. But that's why we do this, trying to find the good ones, right? There's one. Next is an album I almost bought off Facebook group today for a pretty good penny. And I found this in the wild with the string still on it, and that is Liege Lord, Burn to My Touch. Excellent band. In that Omen, kind of like Omen meets Queensryche vein. That's the best way I can explain it. Power, speed, metal, early Queensryche. Let me add. So a really good band. I think this is their second. Don't quote me on that. It's just hard to remember everything all the time. There's the album cover. Sorry about the glare. I'm using the front facing again. I gotta figure this out because it's getting on my damn nerves. I mean, it's on Metal Blade Combat rather. Anything on both Metal Blade Combat, especially in the 80s, was decent stuff. And it still comes with the original order form. It comes with the sleeve that is literally perfect, so whoever bought this initially stored it properly. And you got a little bit of the ring wear there, but it's flat as can be. And it is a punch out, but I don't care about that shit. And you can tell it's old by the label. The weight label's turning that brownish color. And again, it's a little bit dirty. It hasn't been cleaned yet. Just got it today, so I don't want to hear all you friggin' elitists out there. It's dirty. Shut up. It'll get cleaned. So anyway, there's that. I don't know if there's anything else in here. But I literally got this for, I think it says 12 bucks on the thing. But it was like $9.99. So that was really cool because I had all the stuff with it from the original release. So I saved probably 12 bucks just on that from the one I was going to get online. This one, I actually had a new one in my hand. And the owner of the place said, well, I got a copy of this that I'm going to be putting out used. I don't really care for it. He also said that this album is essentially part of a reissue or something that's coming out or that was just put out. I don't know about that. So he was kind of pissed that he bought this and it's going to be on the whatever. But being a completist and picking it up fairly cheap, to me it's worth it. And I love the early Twisted Sister stuff. And this is Twisted Sister live at the Marquee in 1983. This has, I mean, a lot of good songs on there. What do you know? What you don't know sure can hurt you. Let's see, Bad Boys of Rock and Roll, Leader of the Pack, which I'm surprised is on there. Band Rap, You Can't Stop Rock and Roll, Run for Your Life, Shoot 'Em Down, another great song. It's Only a Rock and Roll cover. I Am Me, Under the Blade. I mean, just a lot of their good early stuff is on here. I like Twisted Sister throughout, but I really like their early You Can't Stop Rock and Roll and Jesus Christ, Under the Blade. And there's the inner with the story. I'm not sure if it's going to show because I don't know what I'm doing. And it's pretty much nothing special. It's just one of those releases. It is Atlantic Rhino. And Rhino usually do a good release. This time it came in these shitty, hard cardboard. And it's on red vinyl with the Atlantic label. A little bit transparent. You can see kind of through it. But this was almost half the price as the new one was, and it's new, you know. The other vinyl is pretty much the same, so I'm just gonna pull it up. I hate grabbing even the edges like that, but it's red. There's no reason to show it. The centerings are the same, and I don't remember seeing anything inside of it. No. The only thing it didn't have. He didn't have the original little sticker that was on it. But I mean, it's not a big deal in the long run, especially when I can save. But the album's $30 and I paid $15.99. So I'm not worried about a sticker in that scenario. So there's that one. And then the one I got from, oh, we got glasses on. It's like fucking 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. Anyway. Now I just got this today, and this son of a bitch is heavy. Scott just got this as well, and he said it was really heavy, and it's really heavy. This is why I hate modern vinyl. It doesn't need to be this heavy. But I got this for $22. I'm telling you guys, you got to watch your Amazon. You got to keep checking it like every 6 to 12 hours if you can when you have a chance. Because when I first looked at this, the lowest I've seen it was 28, and it went down to like 21 something when there was like 7 left. I'm like, well, good, I'll grab it later tonight, you know. I went back, it was up to 20, 21, almost 22. A little over 22, I'm sorry. We'll say 23. So then I grabbed it, but that was like a 6-hour swing, and there was only 2 left at the time. And that is, I say Celtic Frost. You can say Celtic Frost, I don't care. Their Vanity Nemesis album. I know a lot of people don't like it. I don't care. It's my second favorite album by the band. This band they're known for making crazy swings in their music sound, and you know, so I don't care if you don't like it or don't like it. I mean, that whole music elite shit is for the birds. I like what I like, and I'm going to like it, whether you like it or not. I've always been that way. I wasn't one of those guys that fell into that shit in the 80s. Or you gotta be glam metal or hair metal, or you gotta be thrash, or you gotta be death. No, I like music. Shut the hell up. Let's see the sticker. Sorry for that rant, but that stuff pisses me off. There it is, without the shrink on it. I love Cold Lake personally. I know Cherry Orchard gets a lot of rip, but the rest of the songs on there are really good, and I actually like Cherry Orchard. Man, this thing weighs a ton, guys. I mean, I'm not kidding you. It's like a brick. And the box that came in was just destroyed. Nothing big on there, but I know it's got like a big old booklet in it. I think it does. Yeah, see? Comes with this big... These booklets are these... I got 2 posters on there? Well, I'm assuming they're posters. Yeah, I got 2 on mine. Same damn thing? Oh no, they're different posters, yeah. Like 4 different looks on these guys in this thing. And then, come on, just sit there, will you? Give me a break. And then we go with this is just the credit side. I don't really know what the hell that is, but it's like a weird Celtic frost, wine in my hand. It must be like it must be like a single that came out or something. I don't ever remember seeing that. And pretty typical for their centerings. They're always dark, it seems. Unfortunately, we're never going to see a reissue of Cold Lake because Tommy hated it. I really wish they would just suck it up and do it. I mean, you know, nobody's like that anymore. I mean, it's music, dude. Just suck it up and put it out. Motley Crue can put out sucky music, so can you. Well, it wasn't sucky. So again, I'm right. And that's also a problem with heavier vinyl. Cuts through those. The lyrics are just credits. Yeah, it's lyrics, credits. And then this is a personal review by Xavier Russell. I guess a review on the album. Which I'd never listened to reviews again. Same. Just came out of the thing, and you see how dusty that is? Now you guys probably can't see it. Literally just came out of the sleeve. Alright, so let me put these on the side. I think should be a big pamphlet in there. Man, even this is heavy without the vinyl on it. And there should be a booklet, I thought. Yeah. And it's got a binder on it. I mean, that's how thick this thing is. I mean, and basically the album cover and the album back. And I mean, it's like I don't know if you guys can see this. I mean, there's a lot of pages in here. Just look, here's that picture again of the. Oh, this has bonus tracks on it too. Oh, that's where that's from, the EP. Okay, now I get it. Wine in my hand, duh. Okay. And a lot of pictures. I mean, I don't know if I'm really going to see very well for you guys. It's really hard to show these things. Thank yous. I'm sure it's got lyrics, right? No, it's the story, interview, talking about the EP. And this is just basically tells you about each song a little bit, and it does have the lyrics as well. Man, they had so many different looks. Cold Lake is I like Into the Pandemonium, Cold Lake, and Vanity Nemesis are my 3 favorite. I think there's such a difference in their music, each one. You know what I mean? And I know again they hate. Well, Tommy hates Cold Lake, and I really don't know why. I mean, just let it be, dude. All right, so now to the 3 packages I have in today. A little, oof, that's hoppy. Trying out something new. Whew. I guess I should have known it when it says hop. Born yesterday pale ale. Guintas or Guinta, whatever the fuck it is. Fresh hop, unfiltered. I'm not usually a big fan of hoppy beer. All right, here's my order. It's Steely Dan. Yeah, right. Fucking Steely Dan. Got this super cheap. This has been kind of on the up for some reason. I don't know why. Their debut, and I just found Well, I didn't find that's my second copy of it. No, I'm thinking of Loudness. I just found their second album, Fire Fire, and I found this, Easy O. I think combined with shipping was like $8, and it's still in the shrink. Well, I'm wait a minute. Bow, chicka, bow, bow, chicka, bow, bow. You okay? You all surviving that? Yeah, there you go. Still pretty glossy. A few corner dings, but I mean that's going to happen. It's what, 1987 if I remember correctly. Yep, 1987. Japanese band. I find them just as good. They're as good as Loudness. A little bit poppier side, but still just a fantastic band overall. They remind me of Loudness pretty much, except with a little modern flair to it. But a super fine. That's been going on. I've seen that for $15 to $20, and I know it's pretty common, so I don't know why. And then I'll show you the vinyl first since it's in my hand. I didn't even look at that yet. Vinyl as described. A little fingerprint, but that'll come off. And the vinyl on Geffen, no big deal. We've all seen Geffen a million times. And lyrics, and this is in good shape. It has a tear through from the vinyl, but that's also not anything new. All right, now I'm going to get into two Grails that I've got. All right, what is this? Okay. I already cut these. I know what they are, but I already cut them. And this one, you'll find it for a fairly decent price. It's just hard to find here. It's a little rougher than I thought. It's just hard to find in the States. And this one popped up in the Facebook group, and I jumped on it in a heartbeat because it's on one of my top 25 wants. And that's the band Hurricane Alice. Tear the house down, rather. It was listed as very good plus. It's very good, but that's all right. It's a hard album to find. Pure fucking hair metal. If you look at them at first, it almost looks like Warrant or Danger. They're heavier, a lot more melody to them. What's this, 90? I can't read that. I know these were one of the bands later down the road, like Bo Nasty, Cold Sweat, and bands like that, I thought that was probably the best hair metal era because you got a lot of talent. These guys, there's some songs with a little bit of blues into them, but a lot of the 91, 92 bands had a little bit of that blues influence with the hair, and it's always been phenomenal to me. A great album. And I think I have like 22 shipped, and that's really good. Okay. Well, the inner's taped. I don't remember it saying that, but I guess it's still in there, so that's all that matters. Vinyl. Vinyl's mint. Dusty, but mint on Atlantic. Great album. If you like hair metal, what was it? My favorite song on here is Too Late. I mean, there's not a bad song on here. Bad to Love, Dream Girl. What's the other one? I Walk Alone is a really good song. Comparable to Baton Rouge. Different kind of vibe, but comparable. And now to the big one. I haven't even pulled this out yet, and I probably had this for 4 or 5 days. It's been really hard not to. I opened the top up. I opened them all up, so I'm just trying to save time. This is a big Grail. This is one of my top, I think it was top 4 or 5 at once. Again, it's my personal wants. It may not mean shit to you. This album's super tough to find. It's super tough to find. It is their second album of an all-female band. I'm surprised I found it so cheap. Like I said, it probably tops out around. Sort of smell like smoke for a minute. I checked for smoke. Tops out, and I've seen it for 150 at one point, and like I'll never pay that much. I paid a third of that, not even for this shipped, and that's Phantom Blues, Built to Perform. This is a super fucking tough album to find for a reasonable price. It's a tough album to find, period, but for a reasonable price, it was 92, 93. Yeah, 93. I think this is it's only a Euro press on Roadrunner, right? I can't read it, it's so small, but a 93 vinyl and you know, a very small band. Super tough to find. I'm so happy to have this in my hand right now. You don't even know. And it has the inner still with their Phantom Blue little emblem thing they have after the lyrics, which I'm not even sure I can read. Yeah, I could read them. I'm ecstatic to have that. You know, he had it outside the album with a nice polyline sleeve. And it was listed as mint. Give me a minute, I'm just looking at the matrix. Okay. That's me drooling on it. On Roadrunner. The vinyl is mint. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's even cleaned, it looks like. I am so happy to have this album in my hand. I just picked up another one a couple of days ago. My number 2 Grail I've been wanting. So I got that incoming too. Been doing really well finding these things, man. I mean, I don't think most of these big albums I've been finding for a third to a quarter of the price, man. There was a Hall of the Mountain King that just popped up, and I got notification from Discogs actually, and in my email, you get the daily email from them and what's up there in your want list, and it popped up Hall of the Mountain King near mint. Vinyl was VG Plus and near mint sleeve for $35. I clicked on that bitch right away. It was already gone. I'm like, son of a bitch. But you can't win them all, right? But that's what I do. I wait. As much as I want these albums, and you know, it's hard to pay that kind of money for these things again. I didn't know that back in the day because I wasn't collecting vinyl then. 91, early 92 is when I traded all my shit out. So anyway, guys, that's another update for the wraps. I do have more shit coming in. November is going to be a big month. We got Witherfall coming in, their new album. I forget. A lot of pre-orders that I ordered a while ago should be coming in then. A couple stragglers coming in. I do have another Grail one coming in, but it's a reissue, but still a Grail. Anyway, guys, I'll catch y'all soon. Thank you for watching, subbing, and whoever unsubs after my update video, because it happened again. It always happens. Y'all have a good day, and we'll catch up.